my last short, I talked about the primary source evidence that disproves the claims commonly made about head coverings in Corinth and the cultural context at the time Paul was writing. In this video, what I want to do is talk about where the common beliefs came from. It does not seem like anybody really proposed the two ideas that I addressed in my last video about only unvirtuous, immoral women uncovering their hair in Corinth in public, or Corinthian prostitutes shaving their hair. It doesn't seem like anyone taught this until the late 1870s when a British Bible scholar, J.B. Lightfoot, proposed this idea in his commentary on 1 Corinthians. And it really, I say proposed because it really does just seem to be a theory that he asserted, and then other people have since picked it up and repeated it over and over until now this is kind of the main explanation that you'll hear. Before someone even gets to preaching on the text in 1 Corinthians 11, they'll jump right in with that supposed historical context, which just seems to be made up. So that seems to be where that belief started, and then it kind of snowballed from there. Other people picked it up, copied J.B. Lightfoot's assertion, and then it just became a common narrative. But head coverings were still very common leading up to the 20th century. And I would encourage anyone who's curious about them dying out to look up the statement by Now, N-O-W, on the Easter Bonnet Rebellion. This is when a group of feminists, feminist activist organization, got together and protested the wearing of Easter bonnets or elaborate Easter hats in a Catholic church in the late 1960s. And they are clear in their statements that they are protesting the quote-unquote outmoded practice of women wearing veils or covering their head in church because it's a form of religious subjugation. So they certainly understood hats and veils the same way that Paul understood them. So anyway, I just think that's significant in the conversations people have about this topic, because it was Christian culture up until very recently for women to cover their heads. And so when people talk about the cultural argument that this was relevant in Corinthian culture, it was relevant in Western culture until very recently.